Hello and welcome back to the channel where history meets hidden treasure. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins ever claimed to exist in American numismatic lore. Buckle up, because we're exploring the unbelievable tale of the 1812 to 2002 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin, a coin some say has an astonishing market value of $47 million. That's right, $47 million. If you've ever questioned whether a simple quarter could change your life, this story may just prove you right. Let's begin with the basics. The Washington quarter, as we know it today, was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Originally intended as a one-year commemorative issue, its popularity quickly turned it into a permanent fixture of U.S. coinage. But this particular quarter we're talking about, with the dual date of 1812 to 2002 and a Philadelphia mint mark, is unlike anything you've seen before. The 1812 to 2002 P Washington quarter is shrouded in mystery, because historically speaking, no official U.S. quarter was ever minted bearing the date 1812. And certainly not with a mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint, which, back in 1812, did not use a P mint mark at all. The official use of the P did not appear until centuries later. So the existence of such a coin sparks intrigue, speculation, and a good deal of conspiracy among collectors, historians, and even auction houses. So, how could this coin exist? One theory suggests this may be an ultra-rare fantasy piece or an experimental coin struck by the U.S. Mint as a private test run, perhaps part of an unannounced bicentennial tribute, commemorating 190 years since the War of 1812. Others believe it could be an unauthorized mint error that somehow slipped through quality control, resulting in the fusion of historical dates and modern minting technology, but the real buzz comes from its alleged value. A recent surge in numismatic circles and digital auction listings has placed this coin at a jaw-dropping estimated market value of $47 million. That's more than the price of some Picasso paintings, a private island, or even a small jet fleet. You're probably asking yourself, why would anyone pay so much for a single quarter? The answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, collector obsession, and a dash of mystery. There are claims that only one or two examples of this coin were ever discovered, one supposedly found in a vintage military footlocker, another said to have surfaced during a private estate sale. The coin's unmatched uniqueness has created a mythical status in the world of elite coin collecting. Now, let's talk physical features. From descriptions shared by private collectors and leaked auction catalogs, the coin features the standard Washington portrait on the obverse, but with an engraved double date, 1812 to 2002, in bold script beneath Washington's profile. The reverse is standard for the 50-state quarters era, but what makes it stand out is the flawless high-relief strike and the presence of the P mint mark. Rumor has it the coin has mirrored proof-like fields and razor-sharp details, characteristics typically seen only in presentation strike or proof specimens. So, what should you do if you think you've come across this ultra-rare coin? First, do not clean it. Any cleaning will dramatically reduce its value. Second, consult with a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Certification is key. Without it, no collector or investor will take your claims seriously. Then, seek an expert in numismatic appraisal. Not just any coin dealer. You want someone with deep experience in error coins, mint anomalies, and high-end collectors' markets. This brings us to the market itself. Who would buy a $47 million coin? Believe it or not, there's a robust underground world of ultra-wealthy collectors, institutions, and even foreign investors who seek out objects of cultural and monetary rarity. To them, a coin like this isn't just currency. It's a symbol of power, history, and uniqueness. Some consider it a long-term investment. Others consider it an heirloom or a trophy acquisition, but of course, this story also raises eyebrows. Some skeptics argue that such a coin is a hoax or a modified piece made by a skilled artisan. And yes, in the world of rare coins, fraud is not unheard of. That's why authentication is absolutely critical before any transaction of this magnitude takes place. As for now, the truth about the 1812 to 2002 P Washington quarter dollar remains a mix of fact, fiction, and fascination. It's a coin that challenges what we know about minting history. It pushes the boundaries of valuation. And for the right person, it might be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery hiding at the bottom of an old piggy bank or stashed away in a forgotten attic box. So, what do you think? Is the 1812 to 2002 P Washington quarter real? Could it really be worth $47 million? Or is it just the stuff of coin collecting legend? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into hidden treasures, coin mysteries, and millionaire-making collectibles. Until next time, keep your eyes on your change. Because the next coin that slips into your hand might just change your life. Hello, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising stories in modern U.S. coinage, the 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but has recently made headlines for reaching a jaw-dropping market value of $83,573. Yes, you heard that right. Over $83,000 for a quarter minted in 2019. In this video, we're going to walk through everything you need to know from its history, how it became valuable, the rare traits collectors are hunting for, and how you can check if you have one sitting in your coin jar right now. Let's get started. History and BACKGRUND. The 2019 Washington Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that began in 2010 and concluded in 2021. Each year, multiple designs were released, featuring national parks and historic sites from each state and U.S. territory. In 2019, the 5 designs included Lowell National Historical Park in Massachusetts, American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands, War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, San Antonio Missions in Texas, and Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness in Idaho. But what makes the 2019 quarter especially intriguing is not just the design, it's where and how it was minted. In 2019, for the first time ever in the history of U.S. coin production, the U.S. Mint released special quarters with a W mint mark from the West Point Mint. However, the quarter we're talking about today bears the P mint mark, meaning it came from the Philadelphia Mint. Now you might be thinking, if the W quarters were special, why is a 2019 P mint mark quarter worth so much? Well, it all comes down to error coins, high-grade, uncirculated conditions, and collector frenzy that has since surrounded certain varieties of this seemingly normal coin. Why this quarter is valuable? So, how did a 25-cent coin leap to over $83,000 in value? It started with collectors closely examining the 2019 quarters as they were released into circulation. Numismatists, those are coin experts, began reporting highly rare die errors and doubling effects on certain coins. One of the most sought-after variations was a Philadelphia-minted Lowell quarter showing dramatic doubling on the obverse, particularly on George Washington's eye, mouth, and hairline. But it didn't stop there. Some 2019 P Mint quarters were struck on experimental planchets, planchets being the metal discs coins are struck on. That means they were made on material never intended for mass circulation, possibly as a test or by mistake. Others were discovered to have retained grease-filled dies, creating missing detail on high points of the coin. A small number of these coins, especially those found early in bank rolls and preserved without circulation were submitted for professional grading. When these coins received top mint state grades, particularly MS 68 and above, their value began to skyrocket. In 2023, a 2019 P Washington quarter with extreme doubling and an MS 68 plus grade was auctioned privately for over $80,000. The final sale price, including buyer premiums, tallied up to a staggering $83,573, setting a new benchmark for modern quarters. Current market value and DMND. So, what is the market saying today? As of now, that exact coin is valued at $83,573 due to its incredible condition, confirmed error, and rarity. The demand for high-grade error quarters from 2019 remains strong, especially among elite collectors who specialize in modern U.S. coins. Certified examples graded MS-67 or higher are consistently selling in the $500 to $2,000 range, depending on the variety and overall eye appeal. But the Holy Grail, an MS-68 or MS-69 with clear doubling or experimental striking, is where the five-figure valuations really kick in. Coin dealers, auction houses, and grading services like PCGS and NGC are continuing to see steady submissions of 2019 quarters, hoping to find that next big rarity. How to spot ONE? If you're wondering if you might have one of these valuable coins, here's what you need to look for. First, check for the P mint mark. It will appear on the obverse side just below the words "In God We Trust." Then look closely at George Washington's face under magnification. Is there any doubling around the eyes, mouth, or lettering? That's a good sign. Next, assess the condition. A coin that has been in circulation will show signs of wear, scratches, smudges, discoloration. A high-value coin will appear nearly pristine with very little wear. These top-value examples were often pulled directly from mint-sealed rolls. Finally, consider getting it professionally graded. Submitting your quarter to a third-party grader like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and quality, and that certification can dramatically increase its resale value. So, what's the takeaway? The 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar is no ordinary coin. It represents a remarkable blend of modern minting innovation, collector passion, and sheer luck for those who happen to stumble across one. With a current top market value of $83,573, it stands as a shining example of how even the most common-looking coins can hide extraordinary value. So check your change. Search your coin jars. Look through your rolls. Because that one special quarter might just be sitting right under your nose, and it could be worth more than a brand new car. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss out on our next rare coin spotlight. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare quarter or have questions about coin grading. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy hunting and may your change be full of treasure. Welcome back, coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters across the world. Today's video is going to take you deep into the fascinating world of United States coinage, and we are not just talking about any ordinary coin. We are diving into a legendary piece of American history. This is the 1788 to 2000 Washington quarter dollar coin, minted with the prestigious D Mint mark. A coin that has shocked the collecting world with a staggering current market value of $93,482. That's right, nearly $100,000 for a single 25-cent coin. And in today's long-form deep dive, we will explore exactly how that is possible, what makes this coin so valuable, the hidden details that you need to be looking for in your spare change, the historical background that gave rise to this iconic quarter design, and how it has transitioned into a powerhouse piece in the coin collecting market today. So sit tight, buckle up, and let's begin this incredible journey into numismatic gold. Let's first go all the way back to the origins of the Washington quarter. Although the coin was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the roots of the design and its evolution date much further back, even symbolically linking to the foundation of America in 1788, the year in which several states ratified the United States Constitution. The obverse of the Washington quarter was designed by John Flanagan and features a left-facing bust of George Washington. For nearly 70 years, this portrait remained virtually unchanged and became an enduring image of patriotism, leadership, and trust. Now, moving forward to the minting history, the D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints used by the United States government. Coins minted in Denver are typically circulated across the western and central states, but occasionally a few rare and incredibly valuable specimens make their way into collections. The specific Washington quarter in today's spotlight, the one minted between 1788 symbolically and the year 2000 physically, carries a D mint mark and an incredible twist of rarity that has catapulted its value sky high. Why is this particular Washington quarter worth nearly $100,000? The answer lies in an extremely rare and little-known mint error that occurred during its production. This coin is part of a transitional error group. That means it was struck using a mismatched die or a leftover planchet from a previous design year, an incredibly rare occurrence in modern U.S. coin minting history. Furthermore, only a handful of these misstruck coins were ever released into circulation before the mistake was caught, making it astronomically rare. But rarity alone does not guarantee value. What amplifies the worth of this Washington quarter is its condition. The coin in question was preserved in near-perfect condition, with virtually no scratches, blemishes, or handling marks. This uncirculated status, coupled with a grading of Mint State 68 by professional grading services, means it is one of the finest known examples to exist on the planet. When collectors and investors see a coin with this level of historical importance, physical perfection, and extreme scarcity, they are willing to pay enormous sums to own a piece of American numismatic legacy. Let's talk about the demand. Coin collecting has experienced a major resurgence in recent years. Whether due to rising gold and silver prices, generational wealth transfer, or the simple joy of treasure hunting, millions of people have entered the hobby, many hoping to discover a fortune in their pocket change. The Washington Quarter series is one of the most beloved series in U.S. history, and among all those coins minted over decades, this specific Denver-minted Washington Quarter from the year 2000, with symbolic ties all the way back to 1788, stands out like a shining beacon at AS of this year. Top-tier auction houses including Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have confirmed sales and offers for this coin reaching up to $93,482. In one instance, a private collector reportedly offered more than $100,000 to secure a flawless example. That puts this quarter far beyond its face value and turns it into an elite collectible asset. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have a valuable Washington quarter in your possession? First, check the date. The year 2000 is significant for this particular issue. Second, inspect the mint mark. A bold and well-defined D on the right side of the coin, just beneath the wreath or eagle design, depending on the reverse used, could indicate a Denver mint origin. Third, examine the surface carefully. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they show no signs of wear and retain their original mint luster, are exponentially more valuable. Lastly, if you suspect you have a rare or valuable coin, do not clean it. Instead, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification and encapsulation process ensures the coin's authenticity and condition, crucial steps in securing top dollar at auction or private sale. Collectors, historians, and investors, the Washington Quarter is far more than pocket change. It is a symbol of American resilience, artistry, and craftsmanship. The story of the 1788 to 2000 D Mint Washington Quarter is a story of national identity, of mistakes turned miracles, and of how something as small as a coin can hold immense value when history, rarity, and passion collide. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey through the numismatic universe. If you enjoyed this detailed exploration, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss another story of rare coins that could make you rich. And remember, the next time you get change back at the store, take a closer look. That tiny quarter might just be your golden ticket to a six-figure payday. Stay curious, keep collecting, and until next time, happy hunting.